I'ma just take one of y'all's. At this point, I'm tired of looking. I'ma just take one of y'all niggas. So hold that nigga real fucking tight. Okay? Thank you.
Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, the bonds apostles, and elders of great millstone to do the will. Shalom to you, Akim, spread this word, truth, sincere, and charity. Name the Holy Father Yahweh, which means he is or he exists. As the true name Ba'ashem is in the name of Yahushua means he delivers what he says. The true name of the Holy Father is only begotten Son, who will be saving and delivering the elect of Israel. So consists of the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That may look like other nations, but through the seed line that falls, their trace and lineage back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and Bahashim, Kakodash, Wakami, Spirit, Kodash means holy, as in the Holy Spirit, the guys do lessons. Truth, sincerity, and charity, without further ado. It's how this lesson. As you saw a little, she looked like an Israelite woman, you know what I'm saying? On the light skin side, maybe you got some Edomite blood in her, but it don't matter. It matters who your father is, as it says in accordance with Numbers chapter 1, verse 18. You pretty much, you're part of the nation that your father is, you know what I mean? Your father, yeah. You and your father are in the same nation. And so on and so forth, all the way up until it goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you know. Those being descended from those men by the seed line, meaning who your father is, means that you are an Israelite, right? You know what I mean? So if you got like, let me just get the scripture for you real quick, so I'm already talking about it. That's not the way I want to start it with, but we go to the spirit word, Yahweh Hashem Hammashai takes us. And they assembled all the congregation together in the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, and 20 years old and upward by their polls. You know, that's why she begat by, this man was begat by that man was begat by this man, or this man begat that person, or this man begat the next person. They always say, like, son of Joseph, son of Judah, or Yahweh, son of Binyamin. That's what that's all about. So that means if your mother is a Jake and your father is an Edomite, you are an Edomite, you know what I mean? Hey, Jake, meaning if your mother's an Israelite, hold on, let me do this real quick. If your mother is an Israelite, you know, your father's an Edomite, you're an Edomite. And vice versa, it would be if your mother is an Edomite and your father was an Israelite, you are an Israelite. You know, that's how it goes. You know, Lord made it, we don't question it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know that it's perfect the way Yahweh Ba'ashem, how should I make it? Does this thing. But you saw that little light skinned Jake girl. She looked like Southern Kingdom, right? You know, could be descended from the Southern Kingdom with the little faux locks, or whatever you call those dreads. She was pretty much saying, like, you know, hey, you better start getting used to sharing your man. You know, actually, let's go back to what she said.
Take one of y'all. If I can't find the nigga I want, I'ma just take one of y'all's. At this point, I'm tired of looking. I'ma just take one of y'all niggas. So hold that nigga real fucking tight. Okay? Thank you.
It's like, as I watched it again, it looked like she was pretty much saying she's going to take a man as the man's going to leave his current woman to be with her. So, but that mindset's going to slowly shift to her sharing a man. You know what I mean? Like, she's going to be cool with just sharing a man. If she, you know, if the Lord chooses to put that spirit on her to do so, you know what I mean? A lot of women are going to be out here. Like, there's going to be a lot of few men out here, men of the Lord, because there's already few men of that status alone. You know, I met very few men, you know, just out and about in the world. I think I ever met another member. I only ever met another member of GMS or people that follow GMS in person. Only outside of brothers I met back in Chicago, and I haven't been living in Chicago in years. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't think I ever met one. However, I haven't been going out my way to look for them. So that's the truth behind that. I haven't gone on my way to look for them in my area, but still, I haven't ran into one, in my I say 9 years of moving out of Chicago. I don't think I haven't met one. So there's already a few men that set us along. But I would keep talking about it. Let's go to it. Isaiah 4:1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. So pretty much we're going to be the men that are going to be protecting the women. Like, they're going to see that pretty much, whether it be our aura or something about us, to be like, hey, yo, this man, something different about him. How about Shemal Shah's going to put like that little, he's going to put the spirit on them, not little spirit, but that spirit on them, on us, where pretty much when we're going to see like the power behind us, you're going to see pretty much Yahweh Shemal Shah that's in us, and they're going to be attracted to that because women are ultimately attracted to power. And those days are coming, very soon, very soon. As soon as shit hits the fan, faith's gonna keep coming, go, like, keep making it stronger and stronger. So that power is gonna showing up in each brother, however the Lord wishes to have it show. Like I said, I think I'm just reiterating my point in different ways. Slack you for that. But pretty much what I'm saying is that they're gonna see men of the Lord and they're gonna be, damn, I gotta be with him, and that's all they're gonna care about. They're gonna say, oh, you got 6 other women, okay, I'll be the 7th. You know what I mean? Or 7. That 7, that just means what you would call it. 7, that just means a complete number. So some men might have 14. Another man might have 21, or 22 or 24. You know what I mean? Or it varies. You know what I mean? As the Lord wills it. You know what I mean? Okay, what's Isaiah 32:2? Because that's going to be ultimately their protection. And, again, Yahweh Shemal Shai is going to give that power unto that man to be able to protect him and his now bigger household, because those women become a part of his household. And okay, we'll just read Isaiah chapter 32:2. And a man, let's start with verse 1. Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. And the man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. Again, that's specifically speaking of the men of the Lord. Like these other men that don't, especially like, yeah, pretty much any other man is not going to be good. You know what I mean? Whether it be a 2/3 or a heathen, they're not going to be good. They're not going to be able to protect you. You may look at them like, oh yeah, he's still got the world on him, so I'm going to stick with this man. You're going to die. It's flat out. You're going to die. Because the Lord could be saving up his judgment for later. You know what I mean? For later. Or however he wishes to do it. And you're going to be caught up in that judgment with him. So you better, for you women, in truth, I'm certainly already praying for it if you don't have a man yet. But if you're not in this truth and you're a woman that come across a video, I suggest you pray for the faith and discernment to find a man of the Lord. And so that you may come into this truth and Yahweh Shemal Shai saves you. Because a lot of you women, that's like your only shot. You know what I mean? That's your only like chance of any sort of being saved. You know what I'm saying? Or Lord might, again, because women, they are the weaker vessel. They need a lot more physical proof. You know what I mean? I think that's the problem with women nowadays. That they believe a lot of men are weak because they're not hitting them no more. I guarantee you, once the shit hits the fan, they're gonna realize and they're gonna know it truly in their heart what a man is capable of. You know what I mean? They're not gonna have that spirit of, well, you don't know, right? You don't know because like a lot of black women are, a lot of American women in general, they're bold as fuck, right? They're bold as fuck. But those first few examples, they're gonna see, the power of a man and what they're capable of. You know what I mean? And they're gonna realize, okay, I need another man to protect me from this man, because all that shit you said about men, like not being good people, not doing this and all that, you know what I mean? It's true, but the only stopping them is the law. And if you don't have that law, you're gonna realize how much stronger a man is. You're gonna see how sadistic a man could be, how fucked up a man could be. The only thing stopping them is that law. And you could band together with as many women as you want. All you're doing is making the jackpot bigger for that man. You know what I mean? So all I say is, like, if you're a woman in this truth, or you just come across a video, just so happen to come across this video, find you a man, get you one. Find you a man of the Lord, right? It's like, yeah, let me just take you to this. Things I'll show you these channels. Ignore that little video right there. I'll show you channels of men that be on the highways and byways. I mean, all these men are on the highways and byways, but specifically ones where you just like, okay, all right, because so you see the men, like, you know. Oh, actually, just go on any one of his videos. Go subscribe to any one of these men. That's GMS related, because not all of them are GMS related, but slack it for that. But subscribe to any one of these men. I guarantee you. I guarantee you that Yahweh Shem Al-Shai is going to find you that man if you be a woman of the Lord. You know what I mean? You are going to be paired up eventually if you be a woman of the Lord with a man of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So that you may serve that man of the Lord. And through serving that man, you will be serving Yahweh Shem Al-Shai. Find you. I said find you, like the Lord doesn't already know who that man is. You know what I mean? The Lord's going to show you who your man is, or have you find him. You know what I'm saying? So I'll just end it there. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahushua, B'Hashem Kakodah, Shadars, apostles, elders, great millstone, do the well, and shalom to you, Akim, space word, truth, for truth, sincerity, and charity. Kwam Nesher Allah Wa Abadabal.